It's Monday, May 11th, 2020. If you notice anything different here, we got that front end temporarily on. Will be part 6. And there's a little bit different there too. Pulled the engine out. So we got it over to someone that's already torn it apart. We're in the process of putting it back together. So we found out a few things, but I'll go over that in the next video on the engine. This one right here I wanted to talk about. We're fabricating up a bumper. I could go out and buy a stock bumper, but I had this tube steel laying around, good little 1/4 inch thick, like 2 inch by 4 inch tube steel. So it says, heck, I'll just make my own. Everything else is make your own on this thing. Why not the front bumper too? So I try to line things up. I've got these 2 brackets that I'm going to use for attaching the tube steel to. I'm going to cut off a piece of the 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch angle and weld it to this and into the tube steel. Of course, after I clean it up. Try not to weld on dirty, rusty metal. But these little flat plates is funny. I try to use anything that I have. I'm notorious for keeping things, not throwing things away. These plates came from a jack that went south on me. So I says, well, there's some good steel in there. So I cut it apart and ended up with these 2 pieces. So I think it'll work out good for the brackets. And then I'm going to do something for extending it too. Maybe go out another 16 inches on it. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. But this is just a prelim shot of it. It looks good with the front end back on it again. Back up a little bit here. Nice to see the front end on it, even though it's going to be coming off shortly. Alright, see you soon.
We're
Bye.
going into dangerous territories. The dangerous territories of the man who just welded this.
Okay, it's Sunday, May 17th. Continuation of my bumper. It's been a number of days here since I last was videotaping this thing. I just wanted to show you made some progress on it. I put these bottom brackets, these 2 brackets on it to hold the bottom of it, and I just used some Simpson angle 3x3 square anchor washers. Put on this this one support right here along there. I use my arc welder, my big old Lincoln 220 volt welder, and stick welded up my brackets here. I got a little more work to do on this weld here. So I got both of those going on each side. Welding on this thick metal, I need something a little bit more power than what I was using there. And the final thing I'm going to do I think is, I cut these things out of 1/8" plate to go in here on both sides. Now I have to cut this and pound that one down to get a better looking joint out of it. And I know this is not everybody's cup of tea for what I'm doing, but I just wanted a heavy duty bumper. I didn't want to I had a stock bumper that came with this truck, but it was all, and I even tried to bend it and shape it because one end was twisted on one side, so I tried to twist it back, and I could always order another brand new bumper, but I didn't want to just throw money at this truck. I want stuff that I build and put together on it, so I just wanted a heavy duty bumper on it, so if the need ever arose that I can push something, I'd feel a lot better about pushing with this thing than pushing with a stock bumper that's which is how that one got damaged, because people, it was more used as a farm truck, so people were using it as such and just pushing with it. But this one I won't be afraid of pushing things with it. So the next shot will be of this thing hopefully done and mounted on a truck and finish this guy up. Alright, thanks. Bye. I wanted to do add a little bit to this video of Brenda's Rose Rock Garden. Eric and Joanna spent a ton of time this week on working on. They got the rototiller, bought a new rototiller, electric rototiller, a Ryobi, and they made this rock pattern. It was all Joanna's idea there. They put the alternating small rock, big rock, and made a little trail around it on both sides. Turned out pretty good with some rock stepping stones here over to the other side gate. And Eric did a lot of work digging some more post holes, trying to make a little seat in the center. But it's got a lot of cute stuff they added here. They put a little hummingbird feeder. Brenda got herself another pretty new planter. Her little frogs over in the corner. Their bird of paradise plant. We transplanted that a while back, and it's surviving good. Hope blooms in the garden of love. But he's got a little bit more work on his bench, but it's looking pretty good. They put some plants down. Brenda found this over at Big Lots. This little guy. This guy lights up at night. I should have a little picture of this thing at the end of this video to show you what it looks like at night. They planted some other cute little plants with the little blue tips to them. And we're trying another little rose plant right there. But it turned out pretty good. They did an amazing amount of work on this thing. And over in the corner right there is this over in that corner right there, it's a bird bath with the top broke apart, so that's my mission, to glue it back together. So that's it. Bye. One final shot of the finished product. It's been a lot more work on this bumper than I thought it would take, but This is the final shot of it here. I think it come out pretty good. I put these triangular fill pieces right here and on both sides to give more of a tapered look to it, but and then paint it with like a flat black, but it's a high temperature 2000 degree paint, which I'll never need, more for like headers or something, but that's the paint that I had, but I think it came out pretty good. I get back far enough to show it here. I think it's pretty cool. Alright, bye.